Hey all, another useful Warframe build for a lot of content, from Elite Archimedia to any level cap content, and the other frame that I consider to be one of my top two frames for Steel Path level cap circuit. Um, but yeah, so jumping straight into things, Nyx is a very flexible frame to build. You just need to put on a whole lot of range and some reasonable duration. Um, Efficiency is also nice. It's also always useful to just be able to comfortably cast your abilities. um, what else? There are a couple of extra details in my build. Notably, I have Umbral Intensify, which, when you combine it with a power strength from Molt Augmented, causes my Psychic Bolts to fully strip enemy defenses, which is really nice. Similar to Zephyr, the main reason this build is really good for Circuit is the ability to keep objectives alive, which also coincidentally is why it's good for stuff like Deep Archimedia, so very useful. While Zephyr was sort of redirecting range attacks away from things and sort of making sure projectiles weren't hitting the objective, Nyx just makes all the enemies wander around hitting each other, which, notably, even though you can't mind control Eximus enemies with Chaos, they still get distracted by the non-Eximus enemies, who are now trying to fight them. So, yeah, that's it's pretty good. To actually go over some mods and what's important and what else I've got Assimilate in my setup, which just means that I can do a bit more movement and stuff while I've got my 4 active. It's really nice, and it just means I'm really, really hard to kill when I've got the spare energy for it. Um, Molt efficiency is also there, gives me a bit more duration, because I've sort of cut most of the duration from my original build when trying to optimize things. But if you don't have Molt efficiency or some Archon shards or whatever, just put more duration in the main builds, maybe lose a little bit of the range and try and fit things around. And also the strength stuff is really optional. The Psychic Bolts thing is nice, but not mandatory for the build to work. When it comes to Archon shards, again, if you've got them, um, I have 4 ability duration shards and 1 cast speed shard. Again, more convenience. Duration just means I have to wait less. I have to spend less time casting my abilities, and cast speed does the same. So, just keeping things nice and convenient, and keeping things entertaining. Yeah, I mean, what to show off here? You basically, I mean, it helps if I don't pause the AI. Tell these guys. On an Orokin battle group or something. There we go. Just chaos the enemies, and now they're all just going to fight each other. And you know, it's just sit there and watch, enjoy the show. Incredibly useful when doing pretty much anything. Very chill frame. Oh, I forgot to mention silence as well. Similar to my Banshee, similar to my Zephyr, I put Banshee's silence ability on Nyx. The utility of that is it stops enemies using clunky abilities, which would, you know, do things that might cause problems in certain types of content. So, yeah, just more ways of shutting enemies down and stopping them doing what they want to do. Yeah, enemies will just kill each other at pretty much any tier of content, which means that your weapons don't matter. Build is very flexible, pretty easy to put the basics together, and yeah, it goes well into level cap. Also, yeah, enemies will shoot you if you get closer to them than anything else, so just be aware of that. To switch on your 4 though, you can just take all the damage you want. Come on, shoot me, please. There we go. Yeah, so you can be tanky, you can still move around, you can't bullet jump anymore, but you can still sort of hop and roll and do what you like. Very chill builds. I'm not going to bother charging myself with bolts on here, it's going to take a bunch of time, but yeah, once you do get your psychic bolts charged, you can just strip all the enemy's armors and shields and whatever, so really, really useful. Great builds, would recommend to pretty much everyone. And again, very flexible. You don't need to put together exactly what I've got, just follow the generic guide of having range and a bit of duration and the ability to keep recasting your abilities. Oh, and I'm dead. Alright, that's been this build, and yeah, I'll be producing more builds for more content soon. See you all. Bye!